things.
Speaking of history, you've also been giving a few history lessons via Twitter to some Democrats regarding concentration camps.
Oh, yeah.
And that term, which has been used to describe the detention facility for migrants at the border, along with the sentence, never again, which of course is linked to the Holocaust.
Right. And of course, that same Democrat would claim that she didn't mean that, right? After using the term never again, she would claim that she wasn't talking about the Holocaust, and it was just blatantly a lie.
Why is Representative Ocasio-Cortez wrong when she describes the conditions in the detention facilities?
Where do we begin? I mean, obviously there's historical ignorance there about the difference between concentration camps and what are fundamentally refugee camps here.
Well, that term aside, because you've been taking her to task on Twitter with the way she's been describing the conditions there. So what are they like? I mean, you've been there. What are they like?
Right, and so what are the actual places like? Well, they are exactly what you would expect if you're trying to design a place that is meant to process thousands of people at a time in the most efficient way possible. So they're generally big warehouses. They're well air conditioned. They're walled off so that different groups can also be observed. Which is why they describe them as cages. Well, they have to be see-through. So you can't just have walls there for a couple of reasons. It's not sanitary, because you have to have airflow. And also you need to be able to observe what's going on. A lot of these women and girls who are brought across the border are molested. By some estimates, about a third of them. Okay, CBP has to be able to see that. They're well taken care of. They can have as much food and water as they want. I think their average held there maybe 42 hours.
So it's inaccurate when you hear reports that women are being forced to drink water out of the toilet bowls.
Blatant lie. Blatant lie.
So the president says, let's expose that, and let's make this open for the media to go and film and report. Do you support that?
I think so. I don't think that would hurt CBP. No, I think that would be fine. I think the issue with doing that is filming children who are there. Right. That's generally why they've said don't come in there. But a lot of members, I've been to these central processing centers. They are very humane. And what you always have to ask Democrats, what do you think a better solution is? Like, because and notice that they never say this. They'll never say, well, this is what it should look like, right? They never actually say anything, because what they really want is for people to be let go. And you can't have that either. You can't have a system where all you have to do is walk across the border and all of a sudden you're let go. Well, then, I mean, why do we even have customs? Why do we have anybody at the airports? Why do we even have road lanes for people to go through? Well, there's no point.
Speaking of the Customs and Border Protection Agency, you're actually leading a bipartisan delegation looking into why you're not allowed to give private citizen donations to the agency. What are you hoping to do with that?
Well, right now it's in a fact-finding stage. We understand exactly if there's any legal preventions from people giving and donating items. You know, we're thinking diapers, toothpaste, things like that. Americans are pretty generous, and they want to feel like they're doing something good, and so this would be a good mechanism to do it. There's certain laws that possibly prevent that, specifically Anti-Deficiency Act laws, where you can't just take stuff from the government can't just take things from people. But for humanitarian assistance, we believe that they should be able to, as long as it's clearly defined and well run by nonprofits or NGOs. We think this could be a good solution, and make sure that we have all of the comforts that we want people to have.
Right.